Hi, Alex. Paul Hosking speaking. I just wanted to run through this with you because it'll help. It's probably just easier than actually writing it because there's a few things I want to show you. I'm sure you're aware this is the view of your dashboard, and you can see that the page view. So page views is probably the most important figure. It's your page views relative to the number of articles posted. So you can easily see that on days when you shared 27 articles, well, that's the day that you got a lot of page views. That makes complete sense to me. But you can also see that on a day after on a Saturday, we approved them, but they weren't. There was only one page view. So that's one of the reasons why do we try to focus stuff onto the earlier part of the week, because there tends to be more people. So if we look at, say, something like a day like this day here where you posted 21 articles, you can see how there was 60 odd people reading there. Now, if we compare that to another customer who posts a very similar number, so you're 275 in the same period, and they are 314, so within the same sort of area. Now, one thing you'll notice is that there is a bit more air between the two graphs, okay? So if we looked at that date, which was the 17th, they got 56, and I think you actually got more on that day. So, and you got 67. So within the same ballpark, but what you'll notice is that their graph tends to have zero days where there's actually zero visitors because they've been posting for longer than you have. So on their sort of bottom days, which are usually Sundays, you can see that they're not getting zero. So on that day you got zero, and you got 13 there, and 19. That's good, but 0 and 0 or close to it. What is it? 4. That's 3. So you can see your graph sort of is sort of in the ballpark. If we look at their sort of peak days, so that's 100, on one day. Now, interestingly, there's no relationship between how many was posted and that, and obviously that was a great day. Just that's the way the wind blows in the world of Google traffic. But on that same day, you actually didn't do so well. So you can see if your peak day there is 94, it's not really anywhere close to there, or it's close to, but actually very close to, but that's their peak day for the week. But you can just see how their graph is just that little bit more consistent, and that's just time. It's okay. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you, I've got a couple of your articles up here. So just looking at that's your company listing, by the way, but you can see with articles like this, great image, by the way, they look great. So good image makes a difference. Okay, but my criticism is that I would like to see a call to action here, because my theory is that people don't want to read the entire article. Call me strange or whatever, but that's just generally speaking, because a lot of this stuff is generic, as you would know. And if there was a call to action, so there's our first call to action. It's well below the fold. So I would get that call to action, and I'm not sure about collect. Downloads are better. And maybe free. Download your free PDF sample. People like the word free, and you can pop that in there. That would be my absolutely preferred choice. So from there, then you'd want to space it out so that on a page around this size, you're constantly you as soon as that one kind of disappears off the page, you'd have another call to action in here. There's one there. So there's kind of one call to action missing, and then that's fine that there's a call to action there. Request for customization of this report. Yeah, that's okay. I just change it to request customization of this report. That's better English. So yeah, now I hope this format's worked, and that you've got something out of it. There's what else? Oh, okay. So tracking links. Now, I mentioned before that all the links are tracked. So you'll notice there in the bottom left-hand corner that actually it's got a URL.WATEC type address. So if we go through that, it'll just go straight to your site, as you would know, and it would add a suffix onto the URL, which you can use with your Google Analytics. I'm sure you're aware of UTM. If you're not, look up UTM and how to track UTM through Google Analytics. But because there's lots of stuff on YouTube about it. But we track the links separately, and generally speaking, look, like I often say that the link, the click, this is a click number here. So the problem is they get a little bit overblown by bots, and it's very, very hard to filter out bots. We don't actually try. We've got some bots knocked out, but not all. If you look at something, so if we look at that page there, we look at that link. So if I'm going to copy that link, okay, so I copy it, paste it into the top. Oops, I didn't copy that link properly. I need to copy link. Beg your pardon. Paste it into the top and add a plus at the end of the URL. Can you see that? Maybe not. Yeah, do you see that? Yeah. And I'll hit return on that, and you can see that someone's clicked on that. The location hasn't worked because lookups, IP lookups don't always work these days. And but if we try and look at, say, another link, Jumbo mattresses, no, Jumbo bags. There we go. How's Jumbo bags? I'll again copy the link address, paste it up here, and then I'll press plus, and we'll see how that one's gone. So no one's clicked on that link yet. But if we go back to this one, because I tested this out before, I think this link here, again, copy link address, I'll paste it in, add a plus sign, press return. That's had one hit, traffic location, India. So you can see how, and again, you know, these things build over time. So this is a recent article. If I go back to the article, I mean, that was posted 2 days ago from my perspective, probably 1 day ago from your perspective. So you can see over time, those numbers build up. It takes time. I hope that's been informative. Let me know, and I'll speak to you soon.